Time does not heal. Most of the times you hear people saying time heals, it's just a matter of time. Truly, time makes a lot of difference in different people's life and everything. But sometimes you just have to calm down and observe your own life. Instead of just looking at what people are saying about a particular thing, or maybe a particular quote that is going too rampant or too rapid, or maybe too viral, why don't you just look into your life and see if it is the same thing? There are some things that time cannot change. There are some things that time cannot change. It will change, okay, but that's when that thing is being eliminated permanently. I'm gonna give you an example. Do you know that there is this woman that her husband died, and after 5 years, 6 years, 7 to 10 years, this woman is still hurt about the death of her husband. She's not over the death of her husband. And here is another woman whose husband died. It hurt her, but after for like 2 to 3 days, she moved on. Moving on is a choice. It's not about waiting for time and be like, with time, she's gonna get over it. With time, no, it's a choice. It is when you decide and be like, I have to get over this, I have to get over that, I have to get over this person, everything is bygone and all that. That is when you actually move on. Do you understand? So time does not heal. Do not misunderstand that concept that time heals everything. It doesn't heal everything. Like, I'm talking out of experience. I have been traumatized, especially because of the way I was treated in my family. I only got to change. I only got to just forget everything and let everything go the moment I decided to let go. Do you understand? So if you are waiting for time to change things, you can be like that for like 10 years, 11 years, 12 years. Then there is this other thing, this other trick that our brain likes to play on us. When you are with an abusive partner and the two of you eventually separate and all everything, after some time you will see yourself only remembering the good things your partner has ever done for you. You see yourself not remembering the reason why you left in the first place. I don't know, but I think it's a trick our brain plays on us when you forget the bad things and just remember the good things the person did. Okay, that's why moving on from somebody is not really that easy. Deciding not to text somebody that you miss a lot takes self-discipline. Is not that easy. In fact, for me, I call it a skill. Okay, seeing somebody you love and you're not talking to the person, seeing the person's text and you're not responding, is seriously a skill. It's not that easy. Do you understand? So, time does not heal. Do not be misled by that phrase. Time heals. Oh, I don't think it is about humans' emotions. Okay, it should be about other things. Do you understand? So, healing is a choice. It is when you decide, I want to move on. It is when you decide, I want to heal. It is when you decide that, oh, I really think that this is over and this should be in my past. That is when you move on. But some of you actually make choices without actually realizing. You'd be like, no, it's not a choice. It was just a matter of time and then I moved on. But no, go back to that time that you were hurt. Go back to that time and you realize that maybe there was at a point where you were like telling yourself, oh, if your name is Jessica, you'd be like, oh, Jessica, I can't really continue being like this. What are you doing to yourself? Let me just move on. Let me just let bygones be bygone. Life continues because no matter whatever happens, I cannot let my past hold me back. Some of you have also come online, listening to therapy videos, went to people to ask for advice, read books, used music to run away from reality and all that. But still, moving on is a choice. Okay, moving on is a choice. If someone has hurt you, just move on. And always remember that the past does not exist. One thing I've always told myself is, Stephanie, the past does not exist. Okay, the past does not exist. The past is in the past. And even said the truth of the matter is that the future itself does not exist. It doesn't exist. They usually tell us things like, oh, how do they even used to put it? They'll be like, I want to put it in a way you understand. That when you were born, your future has already been written. The person you're going to marry has already been written and all that, and everything, how you're going to die. But I want to give you a reality check. In as much as all these things seem like it is true, some of them are actually true, especially when it comes to the person you're going to be with, your soulmate, twin flame, etc. But I want to tell you that most of the things that happen in your life are the things you thought about. They are the things you manifested into your life. They are things you told yourself that you want them to happen in your life, subconsciously, most especially. Yeah, you'll be like, oh, I never really manifested this. But look at yourself. Are you living the life of somebody that is supposed to be rich? And you're claiming that you are poor, complaining that you are poor. Even one thing I've also realized is that the more you complain about a particular thing, the more that thing keeps happening, because the universe just assumes that you like that particular thing, and that's why you're reacting. For example, when you see a TikTok video that you don't like, you are supposed to just scroll, not go to the comments, react, like the post, repost, and be dropping hate comments and saying that you don't really like the video. If you really don't like a TikTok video, you have to just scroll, don't watch it, because the more you watch and engage, the more the algorithm thinks you like that kind of video. That's how the universe works. The more you complain about a particular thing, the more you refuse to handle the particular problem, the more you refuse to, observe and check out the cause of your problem and all that, the more you keep meeting the same situations. You meet a guy today, you're complaining, this guy is that. Tomorrow you're going to meet another version of that guy. You don't like the guy, pretend like you didn't see the guy, move on. That's just it. Okay. So back to what I was saying, time does not heal. And then when it comes to that particular future stuff, you are the one to decide and be like, I really want to be this in the future. In the future, I want to have my own apartment. I want to have money. I want to have wealth. I want to marry a good partner. You will attract all those things in your life if that's what you want. But I don't know why they will keep telling you that. Hey, just like what they used to say, the future is in your hands. Yes, I've heard that one before, and I think that one is accurate, because the future does not exist. It is what you are thinking that will mold your future. Okay, and when you talk about future, you talk about your life. Talk about how. That's why sometimes it's actually better to go with the flow. Sometimes go with the flow, because it's not everything that you can control. There are some things that you cannot control, but the ones that you can control, do them. Another thing you don't know is that whenever you're thinking about a particular thing, or whenever you decided that you want something, the universe aligns things in a way that it makes it very easy for you to reach those goals. When you say, I want a new apartment, the universe starts making things to align. It starts putting things in order, okay, for you to actually get a new apartment. Do you understand? So, the future is indeed in your hands. Everything you're doing is a choice. Your future does not exist. The past does not exist. That is why, as you are now, you don't know what will happen to you in the future. Is not about tomorrow, because tomorrow is endless. Okay, so future is not about tomorrow. Future is in the next 5 seconds, in the next 1 minute, in the next 1 hour, in the next 5 hours, in the next day, the next 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. That's future. Future is not all about next year, next 5 years, no. Because you yourself, you don't know what will happen to you. As I'm recording this video, I don't know what will happen in the next 5 seconds. I really just have to sit down and live it and accept anything I see. Okay. Another thing there that I want to tell you guys is fear. Fear is the greatest magnet. Fear is something that, in fact, it is one of the energies that you can make you manifest things very fast, and most especially bad things, because it's only bad things that can make somebody very scared. When you're scared about a particular thing, that thing has power over you. Okay, that's why it's not a good thing to be fearing. Okay, you might be like, but fear is a subconscious act, just like I said. You can turn it into, it's just a matter of skill. It's just a matter of you to just learn how to handle all those emotions, because they are emotions. There are things you feel. You can be scared and decide not to act scared. It's very possible. So the things you're doing is a choice. You have the power to decide what to do. You don't just stay and watch. You don't just be like, oh, I want this to happen. You have to put in the work. Okay, but then when it comes to healing, when it comes to dreams and all that, you have the power to choose. You have the power to be like, yeah, I want this, I want that, but just realize that before you can get anything done, you have to walk through the process of getting them done. For example, you want to make 10 million naira, you don't just sit back down and wait for 10 million naira to fall from heaven. Of course, you know that will never happen, because this would be, I think magic only occurs in the movies, and even in the movies, it is still not pure magic. They are doing some things to make you, the viewer, think that it is magic. Okay, there are still some behind the scenes. So life doesn't work like that. Okay, miracles do happen, but I don't think that such mysterious miracles happen when you ask for 10 million naira and 10 million naira falls from heaven. No, you have to work towards it. So when you be like, I want to heal, I want to move on from my partner, I want to move on from the past, you have to put in the work. You have to actually want to move on. Do you understand? You have to actually be like, it is over, I am done, I need to move on, I need to look into this, So do not depend on time. Do you know that moving on is a skill? And we also call that mastering detachment. It is a skill. Okay? It is a skill. Something you have to learn. Some people, it's for them, like it's there for them naturally. They don't have to work for it. Some of them have already learned how to detach and all that. But if you know you've not learned, especially if you're very emotional, if you are an overly emotional person, you feel things, and sometimes also, if this is more applicable to people that don't know how to say no. You don't know that no is a complete sentence. You always feel like you have to explain everything and all that. But moving on is a skill. Okay, so you have to learn them, so that when anything happens, you can be like, it's in the past now. Just like me, if something happens, I'll be like, oh Stephanie, if I cry now, no matter how much I cry, nothing is going to change. Everything still remains the same. The day my WhatsApp account was banned, this is an account with 20,000 contact lists, and that was literally my main source of income, and it was banned. It's been a month now, it has not been unbanned, and I'm just looking at myself. I don't be like, anyways, I have no choice but to look for an alternative. I had to open a new WhatsApp account. That's the second WhatsApp account. It was also banned. I had to open a third one. I was like, I don't know what's really going on, but I might just keep trying. Did you see me crying over the first account? No, because I know that no matter how much I cry, the account is banned. There's nothing I could do. I sent them emails. Of course, WhatsApp support has Their customer care is very poor, but that's not what I came here to talk about. I just want to illustrate some stuff. Okay, so you guys, time does not heal. You have to choose to heal. You have to decide within yourself that it's over and you really want to heal. You really want to get over the past and all that. Just like I said, the past does not exist. The future does not exist. What exists is the present. What exists is what I am doing now. What you are doing now. What you are... This, like the present is what exists. The past does not exist. Whatever that must have happened in the past has happened. But do you know one thing that still exists from the past? The impact from the past. For example, when you talk about people fighting for people's rights, there are some things that we do now that we don't used to do before in the past. Okay, that people didn't, but it's some people that fought for us to be able to do it now. Now that is what I mean by the past can have an impact in the present life of people, but does the past exist? No. Some of those people are dead, but their impact is still in this world. So pick up your pieces. If somebody is trying to remind you of what happened in the past, ignore the present. Let me tell you something. What people are telling you does not matter. What matters is what you tell yourself. What matters is what you think about yourself. Do you understand? If you did something wrong and you decided to forgive yourself, that is all that matters. You don't care about whether somebody is forgiving you or not. Forgive yourself. Okay? I'm not talking about when you're offending someone. I'm talking about when you do something here and you've told yourself, oh, just like my name is Stephanie, I do something wrong, and be like, oh Stephanie, I'm so sorry I did something like this. Just like I saw somebody apologizing, oh Stephanie, assuming the person's name is Stephanie, the person was like, oh Stephanie, I'm sorry for the number of times the wrong man touched you. She's just apologizing to herself, just telling herself that she's sorry, that she's never going to settle for, you know, less again when it comes to men and relationships and marriage and all that. Do you understand? So it is all your choice. It is your choice to decide that you are done with a particular thing. You don't just sit and wait and watch and for magic to happen. Where is the magic going to happen? Everything's going to remain the same if you decide for them to remain the same. So I just hope you guys understood what the message I came to convey today. This is what just came into my mind. I was like, I'm going to talk about it. Okay, so I still have more things for you guys right here in this my channel. So just stay tuned for more things to come. Just like I said, healing is a choice. Decide today that you want to heal. Decide today that you want to move on and you want to forget everything about your past. And all those things shall be gone. Do you understand? Shalom, guys.